Yeah, it looks so gas, bro. Bro, what is this title, dog? God damn.
I forgot I made it that.
That's fucked.
Good one, Pete.
One bitch, they
You mean Royal's Glorious mustache? I think
the
that's
cake and the butter. I kinda like hustle the money all in. Rhyme in the town in the drop top coupe in the motor in the trunk you can hear. Then I about how they want me to lose, do for a win. Fucking this bitch in the
I better see some test tubes flowing sooner rather than later.
Now.
Now. Test tubes, chat, now.
Oh, that is a fire, bro.
Hit her one time, told her pull up again, making it look pussy stretch. Give me some head in the back of the band, grip in the back of her neck. I wanna put Meriton on the tent. I wanna see the flex.
We gotta pack that
the bitch dressed at the Met. The way her dress, I know how to dress. Turn the to a flex. Look at the chick, I poke out my chest. She look like my pits.
Bro, he ain't die, man.
I know they don't wanna catch. Got one-on-one ice on the jet. One-on-one bitch,
can't be justifying that, bro.
One-on-one never again. One-on-one get the cake and the butter. I kinda like hustle the money all in. Rhyme in the town in the drop top coupe in the motor in the trunk you can hear. And all about how they want me to lose, but I'm W do for a win. One-on-one missing it up. One-on-one missing it in. One-on-one messing with kids.
Chew, bro.
One-on-one bitch.
You're not reading.
But I got one-on-one pieces and all of them cost me a grip. To the US, pretty how ready they go on the pro with that lip.
Bulls money on Bulls,
I'm ready to
brother.
tip. You know when I'm hip, I don't got a chip. You know I ain't no little bit of shrimp. We switching position, we switching locations. I'm fucking this bitch in the gym. She said she don't wanna say gonna no
All
more.
my tabs open pre-stream like a real streamer.
I'm him. I need you making it hot. The stakes is high, the prices is high. I'm about to fly to Dubai. I'm gone. Horse and boo, HB on the tie. Up with the one-on-one ride.
Happy Friday. I need to see chat moving. Where's the roll call at? I need to know who's
Friday
moving.
stream and
Something poured up, rolled up, whatever you want to do.
Rhyme in the town in the drop top coupe in the motor in the trunk you can hear. And all about how they want me to lose, but I'm W do for a win.
yeah, little Miller Moss on a Friday night. Home opener against Mr. Clean tomorrow night.
That's a good one, Pete.
Beautiful, beautiful.
One-on-one bitch, they 10.
Chat, how are we? Happy Friday. How are we? How are we? Episode 35 of Season 2 Ramble. Beautiful day to be alive. Look at who we have on today. It's Jeffy. It's little Jeffy.
What's good, boys?
It's Jeffy in his little gremlin cave, and obviously Royal and his caterpillar.
All right.
I'm waiting for the day that I'm waiting for that thing to unhatch and fucking grow wings.
Yeah. Sandy, are those wings coming along, brother? Yeah,
extra crispy.
Yeah, we need that.
Sandy. Appreciate
Extra
that.
Frank's Red Hot, Sandy.
Yep. Happy Jalen Johnson Day to everyone who celebrates. Yeah, okay. Siri play Three-Headed Goat by Lil Durk. Oh, just wait. Just wait. It might be growing a fourth head. Just wait on it. Chew, Ashton Genty over rushing yards. A lot of lab work goes into that one. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't taking his under, that's for sure.
No. How's everyone doing, though? Friday, man, I'm off work. Started the new job, and, man, I'm underwater. But I'm so glad it's the weekend. Friday streams isn't something that we usually do. So it's kind of a nice vibe, I can't lie. I don't know if we're going to get some alcoholic beverages pouring. Right now I'm drinking some tea, some chai tea.
Can't mess with the thought process, man.
I'm going full fucking DGen Weekly right here.
W Friday stream. We're
going to talk some NBA today. Got a big slate. Yesterday I thought we read the slate pretty well, Royal. I ended up going 5-1, which is awesome. I entailed that Julius Randle play as well as I think 2 totals and 2 different props. The only thing that sold was first half Thunder under 56.5. It landed on 58.
Might be too good, man.
So almost had a sweep last night. We had the sweep the opening night, had a bad day the second day, and then almost a sweep the third night. So we're looking good. We're seeing the board well, I think. But yeah, man, I'm excited to talk some NBA. We got a special guest. Royal, do you want to introduce?
So you guys know we're always about the bringing on people from Book It or just anybody really, but we have our boy Adam.
What up, Adam?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
You guys definitely
doing,
seen
bro?
him around. Trent likes to say Adam's got whales because he gets fat slips. We thought we'd bring him on today.
Yeah, dude.
Let's cook.
Before we get into shit, how did you get into like sports betting and like booking and shit?
So you're gonna keep the
Roll.
music. Should I turn the music down on my end?
Oh, here, I can turn it down on my end if it's.
I just don't want to
too
scream
loud.
over it.
Yeah, we keep it running in the background.
I like that. Man, so I started probably last October, I want to say, that I found them. But I've been doing
Going on
sports
Book It
betting for a
yourself?
long time. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you said going
Yeah,
on
okay.
book it. You said back in October.
Yeah, I want to say last year, like October, I like saw it, and I just started. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go on and like just give a play and enjoy that. But since then, it's been a blast, man. I love sharing with the community, building things around, like meeting a lot of cool people, and just giving plays, man. I like to I love the hype. I like getting chirped. I like getting the love. It's all like just fun for me. It's a good time.
Yep.
So, but I live and breathe sports, man.
We have the same origin story too. I mean, we all met through just going on Book It and then knowing each other through the community. So pretty
Real
cool.
quick, thank you for the sub, Prendy.
Yo,
Appreciate
thank
you.
W
you,
Prandy.
His
W
message,
Prandy.
Dude.
his
Dude,
message
he's a
was
fu-
W Adam.
Huh?
I said his sub message was W Adam. That's when you.
That's my guy, man. We're in a group chat together. We talk almost every day, so it's good. It's a good homie.
It's pretty
Yeah.
much what we all did too. Although
Yeah.
I had a horror story going on Book It. I had told them this. My first play was actually it was months before I started doing NBA. It was actually that previous spring. I gave Trent Freddie Freeman to get a hit parlayed with Dodgers money line. That was like 3 years ago. That was when I was
Super
like someone
That should pay. That should pay.
No, both. I think Freddie Freeman went 0 for 4. Dodgers lost to some rat shit team. And I gave like a 2-minute sell job, just spewing stats. And I was just like, I'm never going back on there.
You have to be a bad gambler before you're a good gambler. That's what I
Yeah.
always say.
Yeah. Man.
Jeffy, how are you in your little dungeon? Ready to talk some NBA? Huh?
You know, I'm feeling, I mean, I could turn on the light, but
Closet
just
light looks good.
it looks grainy. Like it looks
Fine,
better
bro.
with light off my.
That's all right. It's all right. We make do
Either
with
way,
the setup. So
you'll
we
see
have.
me. It's not that dark. And Sandy, I know that's fucking Beeve on your account, bro. So Beeve, you can fucking shut up.
You turn off cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sandy, how are you and Beef doing? I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves.
Where
You're,
are they? Where are they meeting up? I know they're meeting up, but where is it?
fucking Ohio somewhere.
Oh, they're going to the game, right? I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. Bro.
Yeah, did you get a tan, Jeff? You look tan.
Did not
Or
get
just
a
the
tan.
lighting? Yeah, it's just the lighting.
W lighting.
Definitely just the lighting. Dude, what the fuck did that? There's literally a light on right here, bro. You can see the light on in the closet. Little
Yeah,
closet.
this shit, man.
Yeah, let's get into it. All right, let me get up my tabs real quick. We have this. Royal, Adam, feel free to share your thoughts on this while I get everything set up on my end.
Yeah. This one's a tricky one in my opinion. I'll be honest, because Orlando just wiped the floor of the fucking Heat. I mean, absolutely dog walked them. And Brooklyn, everyone thinks they're worst team in the league by far. But like watching that team versus the Hawks, I know the Hawks aren't great defensively, but I mean Brooklyn's got some ballers, man. Not saying they're going to be a playoff team by any means, but I don't think they're going to be losing by 20 any game, like every game, like the Wizards and Pistons past few years, like teams like that. Am I backing the Brooklyn Nets? No, but is it just as easy as Orlando minus 11.5 and Brooklyn under everything? Probably not. But I know
That's
you
my
two got
thing.
plays in it. I was just trying to lay the land, man. I mean, I don't know. This game's tough as fuck. I see a lot of Jalen Wilson in the chat. Huge fan of him. I think he's gonna have a good year for them.
You said it perfectly. I mean, the spot we were originally looking at was Orlando or Brooklyn TT under. I mean, coming off a high scoring performance, Orlando's defense looks awesome against the Heat, and that's kind of what's keeping me off. I mean, we see Brooklyn coming off a 120-point game, or essentially 120 points against ATL. We know ATL doesn't have that great of a defense, especially in the paint. And then you look at Orlando. I mean, it's the complete flip side. We know this team's awesome. We know it's one of the tallest lineups in the NBA, and should give Brooklyn a shit ton of problems. But like, I see this team total being above 100, and it's kind of head scratching. I don't know why Brooklyn's TT should. There's no reason for it to be over 100, and there's no reason for this game total to be 7 points higher. than that game against the Heat, at least in my opinion. I could be wrong. Brooklyn's defense is obviously nothing to talk about, but for me, I think Brooklyn's team total should have been under 100 after that performance versus the Heat, personally. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, Adam, but Orlando's been awesome at home, too. Like, everything's pointing in that direction, Hefe, but I just can't get there.
Yeah, so for me, Cam Thomas, I'm a big prop guy. I know you guys do a lot of sides and team totals, which I love. I like hearing about those.
Yeah.
But for me, Cam Thomas under points. I kind of woke up today, saw the line, and history-wise, he's never hit this line versus them. Understand that Bridges was on that team, but he's a streaky guy. We've seen it time and time again. Like off the big games, he kind of, he has to be very streaky, and he shoots well, but this is a very tough matchup for him. It's not something that he's going to get up and have just like he did with the Hawks. So for me, I'm fading the points. It's not pretty. It's not fun. But unless he's shooting at a high clip and very efficiently, I just don't see him touching this line. So, and that's kind of what that total represents, is like, it's all about Cam Thomas. I do think I took Cam Johnson last time for 2.5 threes.
Yeah.
He sold, he went 1 for 6. I'm a big system guy. So guys that sell me, I try to take them again the next game.
100%.
Yeah.
And
So we're doing Johnson today.
Yep, and that's kind of like the system for that. I don't know if I'm going to get there today with him. I kind of want to see him get a little more efficient, but the volume's always going to be there with him as well. Shorter, shooting a lot too. So for me, it's just the under points for Cam in this game, and that's kind of the main piece that I've looked at. Paolo's definitely dominated this matchup in the past, so I like him for all his stats. But I don't think I'm going to get there either. Again, for me and the props and doing things like that, I stay away from double-digit totals overall. Even though it could be a close game, I usually try to fade away from it.
Yeah. And I won't sign off on the under, because if I do, he might drop 60 with my luck. I will say I like the spot. Not going to tell you, though, because I don't want to jinx you. But, think of Orlando. Jalen Suggs, KCP, great on-ball defenders, great guard defenders.
Mm-hmm.
As you mentioned, Carter Jr., Banchero, Wagner, both Wagners. They just have so much size in the paint where he should be able to drive easily. So it's just a matter if he shoots well, in my opinion. So he's not going to get as many shots as he usually should.
And I don't want to talk you off it at all, Hefe. If you like that TT under, I'm not going to stray against you. Brooklyn shot pretty well from the field, and this is not an easy matchup. But in my opinion, it's kind of obvious that it's that bad of a matchup for Brooklyn, right? It's one of the worst teams in the league versus a well-known defense. I can get behind the Cam Thomas play a lot easier than I could get behind a Brooklyn TT under, because I could easily see them scoring 105 and fucking you on that 103.5 line. So, MJ looks like the quiet kid in the back of the class that sells fake Jordans and dad pens. All right, well, see you guys.
Yeah, I got the guy that orders a large black, extra sugar, no cream. Interesting.
And I'm being held at gunpoint.
Held at gunpoint.
I'd rather be that guy.
Innocent little schoolboy. Let's have a weekend, fellas. Fuck yeah. Jeff, have you labbed up the slate at all?
Not really. First thoughts, spread makes sense to me. I'm kind of high on the Magic. I think they're going to be good this year. Yeah. They got a lot of young pieces, and they're all getting more experience as the years goes on. Kind of like, I think the Magic now are like the Thunder 2 years ago. And I won't be surprised if this, overall, I don't have anything on the game, but I'm high on the Magic. And the Nets, they're in rebuild mode. So, nothing for me, though. Nothing at all.
I agree. I think the Magic are up and coming for sure. There's so much potential in this team. Franz looks fucking awesome off a one-game sample size. Banchero obviously overshadowed him, but Franz looked stellar in that game too. So,
dude,
anything else in this game?
No, I was gonna say I was in the cards for a tiny bit. Nothing crazy, but first one I bought like 2 years ago was Banchero.
Oh, that's sweet.
Is that just like just the base prism?
PSA 9, like rookie or something.
Is it? No, is it like a parallel though? Is there a parallel?
No.
Rookie card?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's sick.
Yeah, it's pretty much. I'm not into it anymore, really. But Jeff and I, it's very similar to like stocks, right? You gotta.
Adam, you can answer this for yourself.
I was reading it, and I was trying to think of what response I wanted to give. You just have to wait and see, man. I don't know. I give plays all the time. I got chirped yesterday for Chet. I have a little video coming out for that with a bunch of comments that were over it.
Oh,
Chet
yeah.
doubled his fantasy score.
Yep.
And we'll see.
Adam, dude, I wasn't even confident in terms of his scoring. I don't know if you caught that part of stream. I was all over his rebounds with you, but I didn't think he had that great of a matchup in, points wise. But I was wrong. So good shit on that.
It was an absolute masterclass, dude. I couldn't ask for a better outing from him.
Fucking 14 rebounds, line was 7.5. That was just beautiful, bro.
He looked crazy. I can't even lie.
I feel like we need another. We got to keep that collab streak going.
Absolutely.
Me and Royal got a collab today, but I don't believe it's the next game. Let me get this moved over 1 second. Philly, Toronto. This one's interesting. This one is interesting. Obviously, Philly was in that spot where you bought the bad news. At least I did. First the Bucks at that +3.5, moving to +4.5. Never really stood a chance. They were losing by 10 pretty much that whole game. And Tyrese Maxey, I mean, had one of his worst shooting nights in terms of percentage. He obviously took the volume in that game, and I'm going to go back to him today. Maxey has an amazing matchup versus Toronto. Toronto's defense isn't anything like what he saw versus the Bucks, and his volume isn't going to change. And if you think Maxey is going to shoot 2 for 9 from the 3 in back-to-back games where he's the volume scorer, you're crazy. This guy's dropping 35 and probably 7 assists. And I'm on his over PRA. I think 30 or PA. I'm sorry, 36.5 points and assists is my favorite play in this one. But what are you guys' thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I had Mobley on Wednesday, playing Toronto. Dude, their defense fucking sucks, and Quickly's out, who's better defender than people think. He's gonna be lighting it up. It's just a matter of, like you said, if he's hitting it. But I'm on the other side. I'm on Toronto. I'm on Scotty Barnes, I should say. Points 22.5, I believe, 22 or 23. I think it was 22. Essentially, both these teams got blown out opening night for them. I think both on home court, right? Philly was home. Toronto was home. Both terrible openers. To me, these two teams are going to be playing fast, trying to score. Like, I'm trying to think of the word. Like, both teams bouncing back, I guess, trying to get their first win under the belt. I'm tripping up here, but Quickly's out, Barrett's out. The Raptors are so depleted. Like, this is gonna be Scotty just doing whatever he wants whenever he wants. And the reason I like it, I know you're really high on Drummond, MJ, but at the end of the day, he's still pretty old. There's no Embiid. He's not going to be out there 30 plus minutes. He could get in foul trouble. You never know. But they just don't really have these forwards or the size to really stop him driving. And that's where he's at his best. He's coming off a 3 for like 15 or 16 field goal attempt type of game. Looked back to last year, anytime he shoots under 20%, I mean, he dropped 30 most of the time the next game. So I think Scotty's in for a huge night against a depleted Philly team. That's my favorite play of the day,
Jeff?
too.
I like that.
I like it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jeff.
I was just going to say maybe some Grady Dick action.
Yeah.
No, he's nice. I love his game. What's his threes line at? Take that over. That's free.
Let me see.
You guys, chat. You guys know I'm not really here to like give out plays.
For me, you touched on, like, it's funny. I made a 6-man on Prize Picks, and it's all centers, and it's like all centers. I don't know how I got there, but I'll talk about him as we get through it. But Drummond and Podol, like Jakob Podol is a beast. I like taking his fantasy. I like taking his rebounds. Obviously, I'm not going to get there today just with Drummond on the other side. But Drummond has great history versus Podol. He's actually in 20 plus minutes. He's dropped 30 plus PR in each of those matchups. We know what it is. If Drummond's not in foul trouble, he's going to be soaring over his lines. And that's kind of the guessing game that you're going to have with Eddie and most of these other centers that kind of can't keep their hands themselves. But overall, I love the Scotty play. I'm a big fan of him. If you guys remember last year, how much of a wagon he was from like October to December, it was absolutely insane. I was taking his RA almost every night. But yeah, I like Scotty. I definitely like Drummond, but you know, those lines are kind of inflated. I almost got to Podol's PRA or just rebounds. I think we're at like 9.5. I mean, say Drummond does get in that foul trouble, he's going to be grabbing those left and right. So they are at 9.5 still. I don't think that's a terrible look. It's some people try to avoid the spot versus Drummond. He's not next to Jesus. He's still not going to be at every spot to get the board. Jakob Podol moves well, and he is now going to be featured a little bit more with them being so short. So I do like the big men in this matchup too. And yeah,
I like that a lot, actually. And Jeff, I did want to touch on yours as well. Podol, dude, that's the guy who just everybody sleeps on. That's just not
sleeps, dude.
What
Sleeps.
I call not a sexy name. That guy is the definition.
Jakob.
Jakob, exactly.
Some Jakob.
Dude, I was looking at Grady Dick's threes line, Jeff. 2.5 plus 100. Had 2 in his game versus Cleveland in a blowout. Played 29 minutes. Is he going to get 30 minutes a game?
Yes.
Yes, bro.
He's going to get the minutes for sure.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that was going to be consistent.
He shot the ball the second most out of anyone on the team. So
Yeah,
wow.
They're very high on him. He played well at the end of last year when they were
He's
depleted.
great. He's
Played well in the preseason.
Yeah,
and
even-
he looked good versus Cleveland too.
even through college, like you just knew like this guy was like an NBA
Yeah.
player. Like he's
Yeah.
like 6'8", long wingspan.
Wing shoots
shoot.
too. Yeah.
You can make an argument that he's looking better than Jalen Wilson is. So I don't think a lot of people would have said that. Pre
In college.
in college.
I mean, in college, Jalen Wilson was better, but like to
He's
me,
old-
like they're
much
so
older.
different.
Of course.
Like the best college player is like 6'2". He's not going to do shit in the NBA, but it's all you know how it goes, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Dick was also like 17 years old. Wilson.
And there's
20,
still plenty
21.
of,
I mean, bro,
Yeah,
give
still
Grady
plenty-
Dick 4 more years. He's dropping 20 plus.
there's still
Yeah,
plenty of time for Jalen Wilson to prove me wrong too. So
and if
Jalen
we're gonna talk about names, I mean, well, come on, Grady
Yeah.
Dick. That's a name with aura, man.
That's insanely.
Plays
insane.
into it too, bro. He really does.
Last name Dick. Like you're
Collab
already
with
a fucking-
Anthony Black. That was insane.
What's the juice on his? So on Prize Picks, he's 1.5 of Green Gob, and then it jumps up to 3.5. So I'm assuming it's 2.5 on the books, maybe like
Yep.
minus 130 ish,
plus 100.
plus 100.
Bet 365 at least. Yeah.
Not bad, not bad.
So
Look at the volume.
Decent value. Yeah. Some decent value at plus 100 for over
So
3.
The juice on
So
Dick.
can try again, brother.
It's the juice on Dick.
Try again, bro. First thing he fucking
Guys.
says.
Yeah, put the mulch in the trunk, brother. All right.
God damn. Okay.
Anything else on this game before we move on?
No, we need to move on. We need
okay.
to move on
Yeah,
quick.
we do.
My fault.
Indiana, New York. Royal,
All
you
right.
being the Knicks guy, take the
Yeah.
floor.
So before I get into it, MJ, you know I've been going back and forth all day.
Yeah.
I need somebody to sign into my account, any book, and my action, and take Jalen Brunson tonight because I can't do it. I don't know why I can't do it, but I know I'm gonna watch and he's gonna have 35 probably halfway through the fourth. But let's backtrack here. So, Knicks, first game of the season, right? You know, NBA thought they were cute, scheduling them versus Celtics in Boston, ring night. Thank you, NBA. They got dog walked. I don't know how else you want to describe it.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
because it's the Boston Celtics, bro. There's levels to this shit, Roy.
The Boston Celtics.
so now that Jeff's gone.
Whoa, no. Bro's removing me from the stage.
No, they got fucking waxed, and Indiana was losing most of the game versus the Pistons and pulled out a win and a cover out of their ass. Did not look great. It did not look great. We don't need to talk about last year, but this is a huge revenge game for the Knicks for many, many reasons. Home opener. I mean, I personally think non-biased is just a smash spot regardless, and I think the new look Knicks too. They should be able to cover here, but my only fear is we don't have a fucking bench, and that's the one thing that the Pacers have. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. Like, I don't think it's gonna blow out what everyone thinks because you look at Indiana. I mean, they're 10 to 12 players deep that are all gonna play. They're gonna be fresh. That was honestly our fucking issue in the playoffs. Injuries aside, we still didn't really have a bench. So that's one thing that scares me, which is why I think I'm actually gonna get there with Brunson because I think their bench is just gonna keep them in the game or honestly potentially be leading. The more I think about it, I really don't think it's a blowout unless Indiana just sucks flat out.
I like the
too many
Pacers.
guys.
I like the Pacers, man. I think Halliburton goes off.
I don't know about
Really?
that.
Well, I actually watched the Pistons Pacers game because my roommate had Pistons, so he had it on the TV.
Yeah.
And like Halliburton looked horrible. He could not hit a shot. He was 0 for 8, and then he went one. He hit like the dagger and went 1 for 9 on the game. I view it as him just kind of shaking off the rust. I think Halliburton goes off, and I can understand the revenge narrative, but honestly, like I try and fade those now. Like with the whole Niners beating the Chiefs last weekend, and it never happened.
Yeah, but the difference with that is like you can agree, bro. The Pacers, fully healthy Eastern Conference, are they actually an Eastern Conference Finals team?
No, they definitely aren't. But
No.
the
That's
thing
why
is,
I think it's
this
valid.
is the difference in this
Chiefs are
game. One
better.
team has T.J. McConnell, one team doesn't. And he's an
Definitely.
anomaly. I don't understand it, but he's actually like nasty at basketball.
We got Tyler Kolek, bro.
Look, I just like the Pacers. I mean, for the entire season, no, I don't think they'll be as good as last year. But I think the Knicks are going to need some time to learn how to play together. I mean, you got to think about it. They take out Julius Randle, who's a huge piece of that offense. Put in Cat. Mikal Bridges needs to do something about his jumper, and they don't have a bench besides McBride. So it's like
that's where I agree with you.
I think you have to kind of wait on the Knicks to, you know what I mean, kind of put it together.
That's fair. That's fair.
One thing I agree. But I was saying this to MJ on Tuesday. Like, I understand the new, like, they need to gel. But to me, Mikal is like an off-ball 3-and-D player, or he's gonna pull up. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And Cat, I mean, it's just a pick and pop center. To me, it's like it really doesn't need that much time to gel. Where, for example, when the Hawks first got like DeJounte Murray, like to me, that you need time for like people like that. Like these guys are off-ball players, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's too good of a matchup for Cat and Brunson. And Adam, do you have a play in this game before I continue?
Yeah. So for me, it's again we're going back to the big man, Miles Turner. So Siakam too. So for one, I'm going to say this for Halliburton. He's not getting any of my coin until I see him figure it out. Like, this is dating back to last season. He was the wagon of the year with assists, and I don't know what happened, but just things have changed with him. So I'm not that impressed with his game right now. He's the third guy that I even would try to take prop wise on that team. I love Siakam. I took his PRA last game. He cleared that. He's been as active as can be. Miles Turner, I took him for PA today. One thing about him is, and this is just for people that do second halves too, if he's having a bad first half, take him second half every time. Every single time, please take his second half. He will soar. I took a second half. He had 9 points in 3 minutes. And so he's someone that I target versus team. Personally, I think it is going to be a close game. I actually think this could go over. I think this can be in the 230s plus if both teams are being efficient as they could. So that's kind of where I'm at. I like Turner. On the other side, I like Miles McBride. I think 11 points is way too low for him. We saw what he did last time, and we've kind of seen what his progression. And I think his line's going to continue to raise. He's going to be a firework off that bench. And I just think he's efficient. He's very efficient. And his shooting will get him some good lines. So
yeah, it could be a guy that just will keep going up in terms of what they set his points line at as they start to adjust the market. You could be right. It could be one of those wagons you just ride into the sunset until it burns you. I don't hate it.
I agree. I think he's gonna end up near 13-ish, 13.5 points, like when he gets going. To be honest, I mean, you saw what he did in Boston, right? Like, we're talking about how they have no bench. He's going to have to play 20, 25 minutes.
Yep.
Have to.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe
even more, yeah.
How I played this game was the Knicks' first half team total. Seeing them put up 55 against Boston, I know that was a high-paced game. And Indiana plays a similar style of ball, but to me, that Knicks team was not clicking in the first half by any means. Pretty much the whole game, they weren't clicking. But in the first half in particular, scored 55. Now we get a line of 56.5. I like points in this game, and I like it particularly from New York. Coming home after getting absolutely embarrassed against a fast-paced Indiana team, I think New York's going to hit a few more shots and go over that 56.5, no problem. I could see a 60 ball in the first half easy. From either team, honestly, but more so.
I like that, MJ. I do like that.
Yeah, I mean, they had a stinker and still put up 55 against the Celtics on the road. So to me, there's a lot of room for positive regression in that category. And I'll take New York to have a quick start. The only thing that concerns me is what you mentioned, Jeff, and what I said in that game and why I took the first half under with New York is they got new pieces, and these teams take a little bit to start to mesh.
100%. 100%. The continuity is like such like no one even thinks about it, but like it's so important. I mean, especially
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Anything else on this, guys, before we move on? Otherwise, we'll go to the next one.
I will say Cat dropped a 40 ball on them when he played them last year. Different team, but
it's a great matchup for Cat, and it's a great matchup.
It's an amazing matchup for Cat too. So
yeah,
I think this is a good game. This is a game I'm gonna enjoy watching for sure.
Agreed.
I also like Anunoby too. I don't know his role, but point is, I think like you mentioned with Cat having a good matchup too. I think like other other defenders are going to step up to Brunson, step up to Cat when they're driving past their defenders. And how many times have we seen OG just backdoor for an easy dunk? I mean,
yeah, his shot was busted last game, man.
Yeah,
I don't know what was going on with him, but he did not have a good game. So it is I like the spot for him to have a better game.
I was gonna say he shot like 1 for 8 or something. So.
Yeah, I had his 1.5 threes, like I'm sure a lot of people had.
Dude, I was looking at that too because as great as Boston is, they still give up a lot of threes.
A ton. It's like a spot I'd always take.
Yeah, and it was like -120. Now it's almost near -150 tonight. And if you know anything about the Pacers, they limit threes more than anybody in the league. So to me, that's a little weird to me. I think OG kind of has a big game.
I can see it.
You like that, Swizz?
That was a good ass lineup.
Good, right?
We need to win bad. Jeff needs a lineup.
All right, boys. What do you got in this game? This is like one of the few games I really don't have a read in. Obviously, Charlotte just won outright. Oh, that's right. I'm tripping.
I thought you were trolling, bro.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, MJ.
I meant for more of a side. My fault. I wasn't thinking props.
No, fair enough. MJ and I collabing on Jalen Johnson over 18.5 points. Sold MJ opening night. Really bad game from him, honestly, scoring.
Still a double-double.
Yeah, well, I mean, I personally think Capella's a trash can. I really do. But, yeah, this is a great matchup for Johnson. He needs to be more aggressive. They ran a 9-man rotation last game. Bogdanovich is out, so he should see probably 40-plus minutes. He did it all year last year, played 37 opening night. Honestly, looking back, MJ really wasn't that great of a matchup for him. I know you were kind of shitting on Finney Smith, but he's a good defender. He always has been. You got Claxton. They got some decent forwards there.
But in the paint, exactly. You're
Charlotte
totally right.
doesn't. They got Bridges, who just got a max deal. Jalen's way bigger than him to start. They got Nick Richards, backup center, has to start because Mark Williams is out. He's a fucking hack. I could see him definitely going to the line where he's not going to shoot, what was it, like 3 for 7 or something. He was terrible at the line. And Charlotte's known for running small ball. They run Grant Williams at the 5. They signed Taj Gibson, who, trust me, as a Knicks fan, you guys know Thibodeau signs Taj Gibson every year. But he's got to be pushing 40. He's 6'8". I mean, he's not a center. This is the Jalen Johnson game. I know the coach is saying you need to be more aggressive. He took like 9 or 8 shots, which is just weird. And all the eyes are on Trey and LaMelo to light it up. And I think Jalen has a sneaky good night tonight.
Yep. I mean, you're getting a guy that we see a lot of potential in. 0 for 3 from 3-point land, and then terrible from the line. This is a guy that drives some paint well and can shoot the ball. I mean, coming off a bad shooting night from 3 and a couple missed lob opportunities I watched in that game, plus in the amount of times he was able to get to the line versus a horrible Charlotte team, especially what Royal mentioned, paint defense. I mean, that's where Jalen Johnson thrives. That's where all these thrashing point scorers thrive versus his team. So I'm rocking with it. You got to go back to a guy like this after he burns you the opening night. So I'm with you too. Adam, you got something here?
I do. I'm going LaMelo Ball, man. I mean, when you lose Brandon Miller, who's a phenomenal ball player, I love watching his game. You take him out, man, it's just going to boost LaMelo's game even more. So I took him for his fantasy. I like his PRA. His assist line's insane. But he's, like we just talked about, I mean, the Hawks D they don't play too much D. So he's gonna have a field day out there, man. He's gonna be everywhere. Obviously he looked amazing in his first game. But I do like Trey Mann as well. He was someone that I was taking for a while late last year, and he was starting to skyrocket a little bit in his usage. So I like his game as well. So I like them for their props, and I'm a big Jalen Johnson guy. So I love that you guys like him. I've just taken him all last year.
Wagon last year.
Wagon, bro. Wagon. Yep. It was. I probably pitched him on Surge 3-4 times.
Me too, bro. Points and rebounds.
Yeah. So So yeah, I'm a big fan of those, but LaMelo's probably my favorite, obviously, on that one side, and then Jalen on the other. I think Okongwu is definitely valid. I like him for his fantasy as well. I know I say a lot of fantasy. I still like PRAs, but I do a lot of price picks. So just know I'm yeah, exactly. I love the stocks. Like that's why I took Chet. I mean, he had like 7 stocks. It's just those are things that I look
Jalen
for.
Johnson cashed his fantasy and not his PRA.
Yep, I was on that too.
4 blocks or something, right?
Pretty sure with a steal in the last second.
It was. So we both had, me and Putz had it, and yeah, those are the reasons I take fantasy, is because of those little nuances. If these guys can get stocks, they're not too much of a turnover guy. It just helps. It helps. So yeah.
I do like before. Well,
Okongwu is a right dude. He's a guy that's gonna replace Capella. That's what they want. He's got so much more potential, a lot more of a skill set for a guy that's gonna play the 5 on a team that desperately needs it. He's awesome, man. I like Okongwu.
Yeah, I like him too, but I still don't think he's a long-term answer. I think I don't know how to explain. I mean, he's just undersized. The Hawks need a 7'1" or a 7'2" guy. Like they need Walker Kessler. That's what they fucking need. They need someone like that because they can't stop anybody.
I think they generally just need more production that Capella's been giving them over the last.
Oh
bit,
yeah, I agree.
Like anything is better than
a long-term answer, but I think he's much better than Capella. I
Fair.
think he's terrible.
Fair. You think he's terrible? Wow. Okay.
I do. He doesn't do anything, bro.
Before we move on, I do want to say that Lotto was 2 rebounds away from hitting last night. 10 to win 700. We had what was the first leg? Pritchard 3+3s. It was Luka triple-double, which missed by 2 assists. We had Randall 20+ and Chet double-double. 10 to win 750. Missed by 2 assists from Luka. Sucks. But we're gonna cook up another one of those. So just wait till the end of those, and we'll do it. All right, let's move on.
I bet you Richese has a good game too. He's so unknown right now, but he looked all right.
And Adam, by the way, I have a play with Royal today. If I'm putting one of your plays on the card today, what were you living and dying by?
It would, like I'd probably stick with that, to be honest. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Let's
do it. You need one of my props.
I low-key like Grady Dick. If you take it, I will tell you on it.
Yeah, 3+3s.
It's up to you.
3+3s.
I'm trying to get my card out. It's 45 till tip. So you guys go ahead on this game if you got something.
Yeah, I got Garland points, 17.5. Really terrible debut for him. Honestly, I don't want to say it makes sense, but the way he plays, it makes sense. He's really just not great on the road. He's really not. Scoring splits, his confidence, everything is just night and day. Every shooting percentage you can think of increases by 5 to 10% minimum at home. And that's where they are tonight against a Detroit team that obviously improved defensively, new coach, better roster. But matchup stays the same. Big matchup guy. Jalen Duren, obviously very good shot blocker, so plays drop coverage. Pick and roll, Garland's going to have a ton of open floaters, ton of open pull-ups, which he's money at. Obviously, he can shoot the 3 ball when Mitchell's in. So I really like it. He's going to be running point with Allen versus their bench team, which is why I usually take him over Mitchell. But yeah, 17.5. I think he can easily go for 20 at home. Honestly, I think this game might be a little higher scoring than most think. Cleveland's playing their old coach. I think if I was to bet, I think Cleveland players would have some sort of animosity against him, in my opinion. I mean, with that type of roster, I think they should at least reach the Eastern Conference Finals, or at least went further than they did. So to me, I think they think that he held them back. So I think they're going to try and show them that.
I love that angle.
Without him. That's where I'm at.
Sorry, I'm just getting out my card.
Yeah,
I love that angle, dude. I was really tempted.
Chat. Uchi with an absolutely diabolical statement.
This
might be his
brother.
That might be his worst.
Do not show that. I was talking to you all boys before stream started about the over, and I'm seeing it drop a tick. So I'm off that.
You said it already went up.
It was at 227.5. I'm seeing 225.5 now. So it's moved a 1.5 since we started stream back down.
Wasn't it like 224 or 3?
224 last night. Yeah. So
yeah, I mean that's normal then.
Cavs are down to minus 10.5 as well.
Was it Cam Thomas, Adam?
What?
Favorite
Cam
player?
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, Cam Thomas. Yeah, the other one that I like, if you want to get, I mean, look, I don't take unders often, but I'm under Cade Cunningham as well under his points. He has not hit this line versus the Cavs ever in his career. I love him. I think he's a good baller, but this just isn't the spot for him. It's going to be a tough road for them. I think Detroit played well last game, and I just think they're going to get their ass blown out.
Very well could happen. Very well could happen because at the end of the day, it's still Detroit, right? I mean, sure, they look better, but
They fucking suck. That team's so
we
ass.
always say, man, I mean, the Pacers are fluky, man. They're not that good. Maybe I just fucking hate them, but all right,
You
Caleb.
definitely do.
Yeah, you
I
definitely
do
have
hate
a little
them,
bit of
but,
bias.
Of course I do. Of course I do, but like, you can't tell me that team is good, like that good, man. You really can't.
We all know they had an easy path.
Cards is asking the real questions around here.
Pacers are great. Shut up, Landon. Pistons covered for 4. Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
no way.
That means they're due for a stinker. Like they suck and they almost won and covered. They're probably gonna play like shit. You don't get 2 good games out of the Pistons in a row. Not in 2024. Not in 2024. So
out of the
that's
whole
just
NBA,
not a
Not in 2023 either.
yeah.
I remember last year.
Not anytime recently.
How many games was it?
It was a lot. It was
20
a lot.
something, I think.
It was in the 30s, maybe?
Was it in the 30s? It was either high 20s or 30s.
The 23-24 Pistons are like this year's White Sox, bro. Like it's just like honestly like unbearably bad.
No, they are not that bad.
With Detroit, I mean,
I think it's just a different sport. But
that's a team I'm probably never going to put coin on like for this entire season. I can pretty confidently say that.
Fella. Jesus.
Bro, if this is out of the whole NBA, which is extremely tough to guess, but mine would go to Giannis. That's where mine would go.
Is that tonight or like for the whole season?
Excuse me.
I don't even know who that is.
I would say I think Tyrese Halliburton goes for like 40 points, 12 assists, 8 rebounds. He's going berserk.
Are we talking about tonight?
Yeah.
I think Halliburton has a night.
I think Devin Booker, if you're going to be.
I mean, we haven't gotten there, but I think AD has a night.
Oof. I think he's in for a big year, man. I started against the Wolves.
Also, I don't think it would be Giannis because I don't think he's playing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Every team
just like King Tatum hasn't this year through 2
but
games.
His first half PRA is quite valid.
Oh yeah. First half all game.
I also think Sengun we'll get to that game too.
Also, I know I usually don't have any insight with the NBA, but Joe Mazzulla, like if you guys want to like actually like get surgical with Tatum props, take Tatum props in the first quarter. He's been playing 12 minutes in the first quarter and then sitting the first 6 of the second.
Similar to like what Luka was doing last year.
Unless the books have already like caught on to that and priced that in after 2 games, you could make some bread off that. Taking like his first quarter points. He's had like 15 points in both first quarters.
Luka was that guy last year, and I think
Luka's been like that his whole career. Like
he's not. Now he's not.
He's
nursing that calf injury preseason. So Luka's actually. You watched the Mavs game last night. He actually got subbed out with 4 minutes left of the first, which is something that Luka never does. So obviously that they're taking care of that injury at least somewhat.
W Rollo in the chat. W Rollo, get over
Big
it.
W to Rollo.
I also missed the sub. Appreciate you, YB. Thank you. Hope you're still in here. Sorry about that. Thank you for all the subs, boys. We're close to 300. I think we're 12 away. So fuck yeah, boys.
There's no way, Kargs. What the hell?
Chicago, Milwaukee. I mean, honestly, at first I wanted to take the Bulls after they were so competitive with New Orleans, if I'm remembering correctly, right? And sold that cover. I mean, I just can't back this team against Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee's a team that a lot of people are sleeping on. I took their their season win total, and looking back at when I backed them against the Sixers versus Milwaukee, looking back, that was a terrible read. Like, regardless of your buying bad news, this Milwaukee team is a team that I don't think anyone believes in. I've been saying it since preseason. This team reminds me of last year's Mavs. It's two superstars that needed a year to kind of figure it out and wait for things to mesh. And I think they have a real shot to be contenders this year. You're going to have to find a really nice spot for me to fade Milwaukee this year. I can't lie, especially with a team like Chicago, especially with them being on the road. So I can't get there with Chicago. I know that's probably the contrarian play, but I can't get there, man. This Milwaukee team, I feel like, is too underrated to fade right now.
Yep.
Fair.
Fat Girls, we might be on the same play again, brother. But I'm on Bobby Portis PR, and I love it.
Kind of plays into
love
what
it.
I think is gonna like a blowout scenario, right?
Yep. He fits in perfectly for this game. He'll still get his run. Middleton's still out. Brook Lopez is probable, but it's Brook Lopez, man. I'm not worried about him. But Bobby Portis, man.
Thank you for the sub, Hefe. Appreciate that.
He continues to shoot well, rebound well. I love his game in that, like, I pick players when I pick props, like guys that fucking try. I don't like Brandon Ingram, and no hate to him, but he just plays lazy. Like, there's a lot of guys that I feel like just don't do the things, and they just don't play as hard as I want them to. And when you're taking their props, so I'm on Bobby Portis PR. I think it's 22.5. I think he soars over that. I think he'll get that late run. That's pretty much the only prop I took. I will say this: Zach LaVine, first half PRA is a wagon, and it's one of those plays that I will be taking on and on again.
Dude, I couldn't hold it in, Adam. Sorry, that shit caught me.
No, you're good. You're good.
I love the play, dude.
But Zach LaVine is another guy. I'm not gonna get there today, but just keep an eye on it. That guy's first half PRA is a wagon, absolute wagon.
Yeah,
so
I was looking at this all day,
points?
brother.
Say what?
You just take points?
You could do points too, but I like his PRA because he kind of does a little bit of everything. But points is always valid for sure, 100%.
You were looking at Portis too, Royal?
No, Gary Trent. No,
Gary Trent. Oh.
Yeah. Bulls.
Did you get there?
No.
Oh.
Bulls give up. They just give up so many fucking threes, man. And that's Gary's Trent role. He's gonna spot up three. Problem is, Dame is a very good 3-point shooter. Brook Lopez is a 3-point shooter. They got Connaughton off the bench. Taurean Prince went like 5 for 6 or some bullshit. So I just don't know how big his role is my point. So I'm trying not to. I was looking back at the past few days, honestly. Like, the ones that I've lost are like ones I've kind of added late or just almost forced, if you will. Like, I loved Aaron Gordon, but there's a reason why I didn't play it earlier, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but the ones that I'm most confident in have hit, so I'm trying to just stick with that.
Agreed.
I like it.
Anything else here?
All right, there's a lot to uncover here. Who's Tony White and gonna get twerked on? I mean, dude, I'm gonna be honest. The more I think about it, I don't think the Knicks blow them out. I hope they do, but we got no fucking nerves, man. Oh, I gotta take a bit. Who the fuck is Tony White, man?
I don't know.
Walter White's cousin.
Memphis, Houston.
Sure.
Another interesting game, man. I mean, obviously, we know the Rockets lost outright last matchup. Or not last matchup.
After an 18-point lead, by the way.
After an 18-point lead, I know a lot of people are on Houston. I can't really get a read on this Memphis team, man. It's so tough. Like, both these teams are coming off really bad beats in terms of ATS. I mean, that Jazz cover was miraculous, to say the least. 38 in the fourth, and I think like a 3-pointer or something to cut it to 2. Mm-hmm. So losing by the hook there with Memphis pretty much winning the entire game and sometimes by double digits. It's like just hard for me to fade either of these teams, if you know what I mean. Like,
totally.
Memphis isn't going to be attractive with the way they burned everyone, and Houston's in that same bucket. But the way I ended up playing this game was Memphis TT under first half. Reason being, just seeing Memphis coming off a game versus Utah, what I think is going to be one of the worst defenses in the NBA this year. Somewhat of dumbbell theory, and then going on the road to Houston the following game to play a much better defense. And we know Houston is a lot better at home. So I like Memphis to come out a little bit slower against a much better defense with their second road game in a row. So that's what I'm rocking with. Kind of a gross under for a full game too. Yeah. I just like that angle more with fading Memphis because if I gun to my head, I would have to take Houston here. But I'm gonna rock with that angle. First half TT under for Memphis here.
I like it. Sengun, man. Fucking Alperen Sengun.
Unreal.
This guy's gonna have a big year. So I'm on his PRA. On the other side, obviously he's gonna be going against Eddie a little bit, who's just gonna be he's probably gonna foul out in 5 minutes again. They don't have JJJ. There's really no one to protect the rim. And Sengun he does it all, man. I'm really impressed with his game. So that's where I'm at. There's not too much to it. I think he dominates this game.
Yeah, he's a guy that you can back consistently too. He got overshadowed by Green in that opening night too. We were saying it all day how it was Sengun. I mean, he had the best matchup on paper easily, and look what he did.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Green's he's gonna chuck. He's gonna shoot. He's gonna try to be that guy. So
yeah, he's still.
I'm glad he did job for everybody.
Yeah, no matter what you did, I felt like it was either Sengun or Green, and they ended up both catching. So let's go. I mean, full game, first half. I just like the under in this spot personally, bro. Do you have any thoughts here on the total or side or?
No, I mean it's obvious bounce back for Houston, right? Not saying it's gonna hit. I'm just laying off sides for a little bit, but I want to echo Adam's play. I do like Sengun. I mean, we saw Edie, man. He's gonna need a lot of time to adjust to NBA fouls and just these undersized center. I mean, Jeff, I don't know if you can chime in on this, but is there a ton of like scoring big men, like centers in college? Like I don't really think too many. And
no, not really.
I mean, in that today's NBA, like you got to shoot, you got to be able to score, and I think he's gonna need a lot of time adjusting. And we saw last game. I mean, I was on Brandon Clark, but Sengun can eat him alive, and I still don't know who the fuck Jay Huff is. But
are you talking about Edie?
Yeah, saying
what
like in his college,
about, his
college career, like he was just so much taller than everybody.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was an anomaly though. Like not many players are 7'4", like 300 pounds who have touch. So he's also going against college kids, not NBA players. So it's kind of incomparable.
That's my point.
But like, yeah, I mean, he needs to develop a shot just the way the NBA has evolved. You're not going to win games with a center who clogs the paint. It's just, especially when you have John Moran on your team who needs to operate around the rim. It's not like he's a lob threat. So, I mean, he needs time. I mean, he'll eventually work on his jumper. Yeah, he'll work on his jumper, but like, yeah, he needs to do a lot of developing. I mean, he was a beast in college, but it's not the same game.
The game is just too fast right now for him. Right. It's just really fast.
It's not even like the NBA and college basketball are like two different sports. The pace they're played at and like
the talent you're going against.
Yeah, it's
everything.
It's just everything. The size in general, like you look at like the NBA is small forwards like 6'8". You look at college, it's like 6'4". So that alone, I mean, Edie was going against like a 6'10" center who was like 19 years old every game. Now he's going against grown men who are jacked and tall, and they're in the NBA. So JJ, I was going to talk about that at the end of the stream, but yeah, I am. I'm fucking excited for that. I cannot wait, bro. I can't wait.
Arkansas is going to be raw, dude.
It's like the first like actual like game of the season besides Wake Forest, Bama. I'm fucking super.
You know I'm a big Woo pigger. You know, come on.
9 p.m. 9 p.m. SEC Network. Lock in.
Oh, let's go. 9?
Yep.
Yeah, 9 p.m. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of late, but it's Friday night.
Just to wrap that up. Sorry.
No, you're good.
All right. How many more games we got left here? Let's see.
1, 2. I think there's like 3 more.
I'm gonna cook a lotto. All right, let's get through these so we can.
All right. Well, we could just always do. We could just do what we only have plays in.
What?
I mean, I'll go quick on this, man. I'm a diehard Warriors fan. So I'm from the Bay Area. I live in Southern California now, but I've been through. I was going to the games when they were $5. It's been a long road. It's cool to see the team where it is.
That's sweet.
But I'll say this, right? Like the narrative last year is we couldn't win on the road. That was the big thing. We showed obviously some good. I mean, we're not playing anything crazy in the first game. With the Jazz, I did take one thing with the Warriors and Steve Kerr, I can't really take props usually with them. The Warriors, we stretch the bench, like Kerr goes hot hand. You really don't know who's going to get all of that usage other than Curry. So I don't usually take props for the Warriors, but on the other side, I do target attacking us with the bigs, man. Like Walker Kessler fantasy today is a smash for me today. He's gonna fucking dominate the paint. It's just, I hate to say it, but it's just until we can get a big man. I know you met on your squad, Royal, but like we need a big man. Another offseason where we don't pick up a solid big man. It's like the same story every year. But I'm on Walker Kessler. I think he's valid for his rebounds. I like his fantasy the most, obviously for his block upside. And that's kind of it. I think Clarkson gets a lot of usage. I'm on George points as well. Keontae's been looking really good.
Love that.
I like his role on that team. Sexton as well should get a lot of good looks. Off Laurie today, I think he had a big game, but sometimes it just depends with his usage. So, but mainly Kessler. I mean, I target bigs against the Warriors. It's just a system that works.
Dude, and I can. I mean, you're probably a fan of Trace Jackson, right? Like he's been.
I am. I love the draft pick. Yeah.
The problem with him is what he's 6'8". I mean, he's just simply not big enough. And then same with what are we laughing at here?
I mean, we have Looney, but Looney ain't doing too much. And then Draymond will play the stretch 5, and it's not going to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. There's no size.
I can't go back to the cum bucket, dude.
Dude,
it is a much better matchup, I will say.
There's words of him going to. I guess Philly's interested in him apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be sick. I can't lie. I'd love that.
Quick, Jeff, just to burst your bubble. Tyrese Halliburton, 15 plus points and 3+ threes, boosted.
I don't give a fuck. They're giving out free money, bro. It's good.
Sounds a little too easy there, doesn't it?
Okay, just because a boost is up doesn't mean anything.
Jeff,
you're trying to mentally prepare yourself for what's about to happen. I understand you're a Knicks fan, but it's inevitable. This game, look, I don't know about the matchup or anything, but I know college hoops, and Keontae George was fucking nasty in college, and I love his game, so I'm always rooting for him to do good. And he just played like shit, or shot like shit at least last game. So
that's another reason why I'm targeting him.
Yeah, he's due. I love Keontae George though. Like he was, like players like that, like you like watch them throughout the year, and then like you realize they're gone. You're like, damn, I miss watching him play.
I may have jumped to conclusions, but like I was hoping for so much more last year out of him, to be honest.
Well,
but
it was his rookie year though. Like
he didn't really have a role. Like he didn't have like that much of a true role. Like now he kind of fits into his starting role. Like I think he definitely will excel more into that.
A guy like that's got to get into rhythm and have more volume. I get that. I'm starting to come around to that, but he's still a guy that he has a lot of potential. Don't get me wrong. He's got to prove it to me, man. He was such a like his shot was so pure. And
bro, he's young.
I'm not hating. I have no reason to hate. We got no reason to hate. I just want to see more from him because I did like him last year a lot, and he kind of just let me down. But you're right. He didn't have a.
I just love his game. Like he's just like smooth.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, Keontae George of Baylor that year is going to be Trey Johnson for Texas this year. And you guys are going to find out about Trey Johnson next year, and you're going to be like, damn, this motherfucker's cold.
Dude, I looked at highlights of Trey Johnson. Actually, he's cold.
Oh, I forgot to answer.
Is he the bull from
video.
Houston?
Yeah, he's from Houston. He's going to Texas this year.
Yeah, I was watching he's Houston hoops. I watched a few highlights. So
he's so good.
I was also watching Tahad Pettington or
Pettiford.
Pettiford, yeah, he's nasty as fuck.
He's disgusting, dude. It's a good freshman class coming in this year. Like I'm high on a lot of the freshmen.
I was watching all the highlights of that.
Yeah, usually I'm like, oh, there's like a few good freshmen. This year, there's like 10 freshmen that I could see being lottery picks.
I just YouTubed all the top guys that you had posted, so I was just watching all their tapes.
We got a lotto to cook.
The glazing is crazy, Caleb, bro. My fault.
So I just got a notification betting Queen's on AD under PRA, and I couldn't be happier.
No way. That's like waking up to Christmas.
What's she on?
She's on under Anthony Davis PRA.
Nice.
Let me tell you, she cashed on Jefferson last night, and I don't think I ever saw her hit a prop before that one. So
I will say she could hit props here and there. I had Jefferson Demon yards, hit that. I had Stafford Demon touchdown, hit 3. But yeah, that's
Beaving Queen.
Beaving Queen's crazy.
Big freshman guy. I was too back in my day.
Dude, I put my 401k into Taylor Coin, and now I'm homeless. So
genuinely though, like she just posted that she's gonna she said she wants to kill herself. So like I don't know if that's like out of like because she wants people to feel bad for her, but either way, like that's like Taylor, bro. She just tweeted it.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Which is like that's actually serious. So like I mean, I don't know. Like, I've had personal.
I don't follow her.
I've had like personal shit happen with like suicide. Just don't ever take your life.
That's
But I don't like. I can't tell like if that's serious or she's just trying to like pull the pity card. But
You got to know what you're getting yourself into in this world, man. If you're gonna walk around, you're gonna do the things like. I mean, she made a huge blunder by doing the crypto thing. Everything was going fine. She took over. She's been booming. DK, DraftKings, like everything's good. And then you get like literally, this isn't 2022. Like you don't need to do crypto right now. Like the fuck you doing? The people in her corner. It's the people in her corner that's the problem.
T-Bone, this is true, and I realize you can't please everyone. I genuinely think I could cure cancer. I'd still get trolls hating on me. So it is what it is. I don't really let it affect me at all. But yeah, she was
crazy, dude. Oh my god,
she was extremely naive in that situation.
100%.
And that's just the reality of it. I don't think she had any ill intent. Maybe she did.
Yeah, it could have been a mistake. Who knows? But Twitter's gonna eat that shit up.
Wasted of talent.
That's
Kessler bumper. Bumper.
Bump to 9.5. Bump to 9.5 over rebounds. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Johnny, how's that beef? Is he tolerable?
This probably is beef, bro.
It is beef.
I got my fourth place for the December NCAA men's basketball games. Like they're literally in like 9 days. And the lines for a couple of them are out. But sorry, like I said, guys, I'm always gonna get hate. I'm never gonna please everyone, and that's the reality of the world we live in. And you gotta once you mature, you'll realize that you care. So, like I said, I think I could cure cancer, and there would still be people hating on me and stuff like that. So it is what it is.
You're not getting hated on. You ain't popping, bro.
No, I know that too. I mean, it's whatever.
Bro, this is your time.
The world goes on.
This is your time to tell me to back Portland. This is like I expected you to be like MJ.
Well, it's tough, man. You got the
I've been
DeJounte
saying
out.
it all day.
You got the DeJounte out, and you got Zion back in. So it's
fucking gross, man. But I don't know. It's just like
just got ran out the gym. I don't know. I mean, Zion's points is damn near. Pull out the Batman suit. It's crazy. Damn near 26.5, which I don't think I've ever seen his line that high in my life. And it's the same team as last year for the most part, with DeJounte now out. So, yeah, I don't know. This game, I stayed far away. I leaned DeAndre Ayton, but man, does that guy suck. So I don't know. I don't know if you have anything or Adam, but I'm far away from this game.
I'm on Ayton. I did it. Yeah. I'm on the PR, and I'm happy to do so. He's in that slip of mine. But the real prop is CJ McCollum, man. He gets up for these games. He's back in Portland. Yeah. He literally dominates this shit. Like I was looking at his numbers every game, he kills it. So I took his fantasy. I think he does a little bit of everything. But yeah, I like him tonight. I think he's gonna do job. I think Ayton on the other side does job. But yeah, I love CJ in this matchup. I think he always gets up for this game. He has something special in his heart for this town and like just what it is. So I think he excels tonight, and I think DeAndre Ayton does his job on the other end.
Yeah, I mean, I targeted Vucevic versus New Orleans opening night because they got Daniel Tice, they got rookie Misi, who I think is a very good defender, but he's a rookie, man. He's a hack, so they just don't have the size. I mean, Ayton should eat for sure.
Yeah, and I have to show this on screen. I'm sorry, B. If you are.
Oh, that's what I was laughing at. I sent that to the Ramble chat, and then it was deleted. Someone already responded to a thing like that. This is like borderline plagiarism. Dude, I was laughing like, when I first saw it. I checked the tweet on
dude.
Dude, you are.
I saw that shit. I started laughing out loud. Turned off my camera.
You're an absolute psycho for that one. That's great. I guarantee that'll be deleted in about 10 minutes. You know he's 6 drinks deep. All right, let's get this now.
Boobs in the bra.
Let's move on from that. You can't do that. You already. How many times do you need to get banned by Elon before you realize that you can't be doing some shit? All right. Anything else in this game? I have a slight lean to Portland, but other than that, it's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm good on sides or spreads on this one.
Yeah. Phoenix, LA. This is a tough one. The Lakers honestly impressed me in that game. I don't know if they're going to come out the way they did in back-to-back performances. I mean, Phoenix is a team that I feel like can figure it out. Like, I feel like they're a team like the Bucks where they have all the talent in the world, and they're kind of waiting for that moment where they all start to mesh and play to their full potential. But the spread kind of tells me it's the Lakers. I can't lie. I haven't looked at the splits at all for this game, but I do want to back Devin Booker. I mean, coming off a 15-point game, playing in LA, you know he's going to want to ball out. Over 36.5 PRA, I feel like is something that he can cover points alone in this spot.
I actually love that.
There's not many times you're going to get Devin Booker off a 15-point game. You can call it there's too many mouths to feed. I don't really care. Beal is not scoring 24 again, and I'm pretty sure Durant went over his line in that first game as well. So it's for me, it's Booker everything. Whatever way you want to play it. I took his 40-plus points with Fat Girls and Steak. I think Booker is going to absolutely light it up in a really close game. So
don't hate it. Matchup is there for sure.
I will say, like, Booker's role is going to change a little bit. You know, I think it's, you know, with Tyus in there, I think his points is probably more something more attractive to me, just because I don't know if he's going to get so much of the RAs. Like, we're going to have to see how his role develops. You know, they're going to have Beal. Like, it's interesting to see, but yeah, I mean, for me, it's AD. I think he's going to dominate it. I'm sure I could see why Betting Queen took the under, because he hasn't hit 7 of the last 10 games versus them in P. But that's just sample size shit to me. That's not real gameplay. I think he can dominate this matchup. So he's just one of those guys that I think once he gets going, LeBron's obviously looking to facilitate as usual. And so he's just a guy that I think will get up for this matchup. It's always a good matchup, man. It's always been high scoring, and I think it'll be competitive.
Yep, I agree. I think this is a great game to target for props. I like your read on AD. I think Booker goes crazy. I think there's a lot of guys you could target in a lot of different ways. I somewhat agree with you. I kind of wish I just went with points straight up with Book, because that's really what I see him doing. And just cooking more so than his rebounds and assists. You're right on that. So
yeah,
hopefully I don't get burned. I feel like D Book is one of those guys that when he's scoring, he's also doing all the other things.
He could score 35, bro. So
right,
100%.
that too. So not too worried about it, but I do agree with your points. Jeff, Royal, Adam, anything else before we cook up the lotto? We got 15 minutes to spare. It's perfect.
I do like Devin Booker. Like, when you think of Book, like, you know he's putting on for LA. Like, that's
like, what I'm saying.
He's got swag. Spot. He's got aura. Like, he's cool. His Instagram is like super cool. He's got like old cars and shit. Like, aesthetic. LA.
Oh, you're making me hate it.
There's no way we're talking about Instagram profiles right now.
You're making me hate it.
Booker's going crazy, and then
he dated a Kardashian.
Yeah, like, he's him. And then also, and you know there's gonna be hella bitches sideline on this game. Like, Devin Booker.
Hella bitches.
You already know it. It's like
my
Jordan.
God.
And
we've
then
gone totally off the rails. Keep going.
No, Coochie
Might as well
is like,
keep on digging the hole. Keep on digging the hole.
But I do like the Suns. I'm not gonna lie. But that's just because, like, I don't know. I don't like the Lakers because I'm a Celtics fan. So that's probably biased. Also, you guys know I don't do this shit with NBA. So you guys are good on the Lakers.
This is a coin flip game in terms of sides for me. So that's why I'm targeting a prop, because I think there's going to be points and it's going to be competitive, and the starters are going to get a lot of run. So, yeah.
I will say I'm a little intrigued with taking maybe Phoenix first quarter or first half with Booker being so bad in his last game. He could come out hot, and with that being said, like, I think they could pull out a little lead. So I might look into that a little bit, but yeah, otherwise that's about it.
Let me see what that market looks like. What are you doing over there, Royal?
I'm looking at lotto legs, actually.
Bro, this chat has been off the chains all fucking stream, bro. I've literally been staring at the chat. Like, it's actually...
what do you expect? When Coochie's in here, it's pretty much a no-brainer that it's going to be a little weird.
That's everyone, though. It gets everyone today. Bro, Beav is calling fat girls words that I can't even say on stream. They're saying I got the KD haircut. Like, what?
That's crazy.
First quarter spread is +0.5, Adam, and then +100 on the money line for the Suns. Interesting.
Are we involving Jeff in the lotto?
Grady Dick, bro.
You know, I'm making it. Yeah,
Unless,
I don't
no,
hate
like
it.
if you guys don't like it, like
Oh,
don't
I
put it
do.
in.
I just do you
If
want
you
to be
guys
in
are
it?
like, okay, I actually like that, like put it in.
Oh, I
you
do.
guys know I don't give
do.
a shit because I'm not tailing this.
He's gonna be firing, bro.
So
What are y'all favorite?
So I have pretty much our props. Adam, I'll need a over for you. I know your favorite play is Cam Thomas under, but
I can give you some other stuff. So
Yeah,
you want props for the
AD.
book?
yeah, just like so. For example, what I have, I'm sure you guys are gonna be in agreement. I have Jalen Johnson 20 plus, Booker 30 plus, and then Grady Dick 3 plus threes.
So
Pretty much same formula as last night.
I would take. I love Sengun. So if you
Okay.
want to take a lower line for Sengun, yeah,
we can
Sengun,
higher.
Sengun double. We can go. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
All right, D book for 30. Let me get this in here. D book, and dude, we missed by 2 assists last time. Chat, we're due for a lot.
All right, I'm gonna tap into this too. So we're starting what D-book 30 plus.
Yeah.
Thank you, Burner. So Scotty
Grady
Barnes
Dick.
got bumped down. Should I be worried?
Don't let bump down scare you. I've seen bump downs all the time, and
All right.
I honestly like. I mean, from what I've tracked, bump downs like for fantasy and any other stuff, like they tend to soar over. They're just trying. They're trying to get those final people. Yeah, they're trying to get the final people to like take. You know, like even Chet's line yesterday went from 36.5 to 38 to 37, and then it closed at 37.5.
Okay.
So it's just when the lines move like that, just stick with your gut on what you like. That's pretty much my system.
Yeah, no, it's fair. That's how I was last year, but I mean, I've noticed for mine, like to start the year, bump ups have just been.
Snowman, thank you, bro. Appreciate you for the raid.
W
Yeah.
Snowman in the chat.
W's.
I actually told Snowman he should come on for tomorrow's college football slate, so maybe he'll be on.
So
Grady
first
Dick,
leg is Booker 30 plus.
Yep. Then Grady
All right.
Dick 3 plus threes.
Okay.
What was the rest of it, Royal?
Jalen Johnson 20, and then an over from Adam. So we could still do Sengun double. It's minus 170. Let me see what that comes out to.
Man, it's going to be over plus 2,000. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean 25 plus.
But at the same time, if a minus 170 sells the lotto, we're going to be...
No. I like that. God damn you, Coochie.
Yeah, I like it too.
So we'll go Houston.
I got
It's not
plus 1937.
Not just throw it in because it's our only option, you know? Let's think about it for a second.
No, I like it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I love Sengun. I like if you wanted to go Bobby Portis, if you want to go Miles, like Deuce McBride, like these are some of the guys that I definitely like the most.
Do you like Deuce? I mean, I'm fine with this, bro. Plus almost 2,000. It's completely fine with me.
2,300 I got on Bet365.
What'd you do with that? You did his PRA or
I did double.
double?
I kind of...
Do you want to move something else?
No.
I did.
I mean, you could do his PRA over 34 at minus 152.
Oh yeah, we can do alternate PRAs.
You could even do
All right.
35 at minus 121.
Yeah, how about 35 plus?
Yep.
Minus 135.
Perfect.
Can I do
And
that?
then
I don't know if I can do
Grady.
that, bro.
LaMelo and Lonzo to complete the ball sack. Wow.
I don't think I can do that, Market. I can't, like, stack my PRA lines.
Okay.
No.
You guys see
So we could
Arkansas's new
do-
court? It's kind of.
All right. What about Deuce 15
Oh,
plus?
then Deuce? Nah.
All right, hold on. Let's do.
We got 8 minutes, bro.
Logo is fire.
Who's
Curry,
chat
third
saying?
ball.
Lonzo. Is Lonzo
Brunson, 30
playing?
plus. Nah, that's like his normal line. What about Curry?
I don't hate it.
I don't hate Curry. Oh, another guy
Threes.
that we didn't talk about was
Oh,
Buddy
wait.
Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield's at 9.5 again. I think that's criminal, bro. I think they're not picking up
yeah.
on what he's going to be doing.
Dude, let's do Maxi. The fuck are we doing?
I'm down.
I'm down with that. I'm down with Maxi.
30 plus.
Yeah, it's minus 135, but I mean,
Dude, and by the way, that Knicks team total first half is up to 59.5. So that shit ain't hidden. 3 points to CLV.
Maxi 30 plus.
Yeah,
30 plus or 35 plus?
30. 20 plus
I get
2500.
plus 1800 with those four.
I got plus
Yeah, I got-
2400 on Bet365. Ha ha ha.
Sheesh.
Locking it in.
All right.
Wait,
Let's
what
run
did I
it.
say?
Grady Dick 3+3s, Maxi 30, Jalen Johnson 20, Booker 30. That sounds fire.
That does sound pretty fire.
What's this king of the court shit on DraftKings? Oh, you get a 50% boost on
$20 bonus bet to win 500. That's hot. All right, if you didn't catch it, it is Grady Dick. Oh, we have a same game parlay. That's the why we didn't take Maxi, but it's fine. Maxi
That'll
30
work.
plus. Yeah, Grady Dick and Maxi. Same game.
Oh, you can't do that?
No, I can't. I'm just
You
saying
can.
That's why we weren't talking about Maxi, I think, because we just wanted to spread it out. But that's fine. Grady Dick 3 plus, Maxi 30 plus, Jalen Johnson 20 plus, and Devin Booker 30 plus. That seems beautiful to me. To me, that's a lot better value than 20 to win 500. I think they're giving us a gift with that.
Yep.
Oh,
I agree.
that's what that guy was asking.
What?
All their bettors split 1 mil in bonus bets. Dude, that's sick.
So what do you think about the Sixers? So was it the Sixers we were talking about? It's at 220.
Yep.
I kind of want to take the over now.
Yeah,
That's what I was
moved up
saying,
from
bro.
219
Scotty
to
got bumped
222.
down. So, I mean, more than happy.
Because I could see both of these guys. Like, I could just see a lot of offense and not much defense. That's pretty much what I'm looking at.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
Toronto-
the Raptors defense is terrible, and the Sixers are depleted.
I mean, 220. If Scotty and I mean, if they have their games and like say Grady Dick does get on his shit, this soars.
Damn. That's pretty sick.
We're not going to post the lotto. The lotto's only for people in the stream. That's kind of the incentive to be in stream. You get to see what the lotto is. It's fair, right?
I would say it's fair.
Yeah. Again, if anyone missed it, I'll read it again. D-Book 30, Jalen Johnson 20, Grady Dick 3+3s, and Maxi 30 plus. All right, that's the lotto.
Do we have prize pick guys? Like, do you want me to drop a slip in chat
Yeah, sure.
for people?
sure.
Yeah,
for
we're
sure.
all in a banned state, so it fucking sucks. But
Yeah, but anyone in chat, if you guys want it, this is my Flex Friday 6 piece. So if you want it, take it.
I'm going to take that over if we're all down. Do you guys want to ramble squad it? Do we all like it? Jeff, you're muted.
sorry, I was muted, but yeah.
Yep, my bad.
You want to
No, man,
take
you
that
gotta-
over in the Sixers? A lot of injuries on the Sixers side coming off. both
So
teams
I'll
coming
tell
off
you right
under
now,
them.
I'm not betting a thing until college hoops.
Okay. Fair.
I told myself I was going to stick to that.
Bet with your heart then. Bet
No,
with
I
your
will.
heart.
I'll be rooting for it.
You gotta
Like,
take
I'm gonna watch.
at least take Grady Dick, man.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta.
watch Knicks. I'm gonna watch Knicks Pacers as
you
like
are.
a hater. Like
You have
for
to
the
put some amount of currency on Grady Dick to have a stake in the game, or that lotto's not hitting. I'm confident in that. You have to put something on it. Throw 25 on it. That's
Just
not
ladder
much
it, bro. Just fucking
All right,
ladder
yeah, all
it.
right, fine, fuck it.
You
Just
have
ladder
to.
it.
At
I'll
least
just take a little bit of dick. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
Just
On that
ladder
note,
the dick, man.
All right.
Adam, are you?
Oh man,
taking
what's
that over?
the Snowman?
Say
what's
what?
the college prop on Talon? Sorry,
Are
I
you,
wanted
are you
to.
taking the over with Toronto and Philly?
Let's look at.
I kind of want to. You down?
I'm doing it right now.
All right, bet. We're
Bro,
taking the
sorry.
over in the Sixers Raptors guys.
You remember it?
220 total.
Oh hell yeah, Ricky White. That dude's a monster.
Way dad.
Yo, Squiz, I sent you.
Hell
I sent you that court, by the way. Shit's kind of steez, bro. That logo. Oh yeah, isn't that new logo sick? MJ, you would like it.
Send it to me.
It's on. All right, I'll just send it to you. Hold on. I don't know if it's like gonna be like this forever, but
Like
this shit is sick. It's like a new court logo. It's actually steez.
Is it like an alternate logo type of thing?
Yeah, you'll see. It's cool.
Let me see.
I think it looks sick. What time did the Raptors? Oh shit, the Raptors play. Oh shit.
Yeah, Jeff. You gotta get that
All right,
shit.
perfect. I can sweat that right before the 9 o'clock. Yeah, Rolo. I know that shit sucks, bro. Like that's actually so sad, bro. Amir Abdul Rahim. I don't know if you guys.
Is it like
heard.
unexpected? I'm assuming.
What are you saying?
Was it like crazy unexpected? I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, it was due to like an illness, but I don't think anything was public about it. So like it caught everyone off guard. Dude, you don't know how much money I lost fading his team last season. He's actually such a good coach. He went to Kennesaw State,
Dude,
turned him from like
surgery?
one of the worst teams in college basketball, and then brought him to the NCAA tournament. And then his first year at USF wins the conference when they were like plus 2,000 preseason to do so.
That's insane, bro. Botched surgery, dude. That's got to be
Yeah,
one of
such
the
a low
worst ways to go
percentage.
out, man.
It's such
he
a low
was
percentage.
he was such a good coach too. Like he was like going to be a great coach for a long time. So yeah,
That's awful.
it's just sad, bro.
Yeah, that team was cool. I liked watching them last year.
Not to backtrack, did any news drop about Scotty Barnes? Because they don't have his alternate points up anywhere either, and it got bumped down and shit. Is something going on that I'm not seeing?
Well, I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't be
No,
scared
that's
off
what I'm
it.
saying. Like, this is just really weird. Is my point.
Not
Sure.
that I know of.
I
Everyone,
wonder if
Alright.
it's, like
It's placed. Grady
Everyone
Dick,
got-
3 + 3s.
ruled out, maybe.
Let's
I
go.
don't know.
I will say I'm on for the baseball game. I'm on the first 5 under 4.5.
Oh, getting on the diamond, dude.
Scotty's
But
still-
Just
I
a
hope
little,
the
a little
Yankees
sprink on
win.
the diamond, man. A little sprink on the diamond.
Have a little stake in the game. I feel you.
But yeah, I'm a Giants fan, so I despise this World Series.
I'm a Phillies fan. Don't
Yeah, I'm a
don't
Yankees
get me
fan.
fucking started, dude.
I'm a Red Sox fan.
Yeah, you're a Yankees fan and a Bears fan. It makes a lot of sense, right? All right.
That makes total sense. Idiots.
What way is that weird?
I knew that would push your buttons, dude.
It's just a strange. What kind of hater ass shit is that? What kind of hater ass shit is that, man?
Come
Bears
on, you
fans
know I
do
love
that.
you. You know I love you.
That's just weird.
I'm checking. What's it called? Scotty's lines. There we go. 1 sec. He is listed on Bet365 for alt stuff.
Yeah, maybe DraftKings is just tripping.
375 for 30 plus.
Yeah,
Um,
DraftKings I
Abaji
find
is
to be like
starting
the
Raptors, bro.
the easiest.
What?
I just think DraftKings is like one of the easier user faces.
Dude, they won't verify me. DraftKings
I
won't
gotta
verify
try it
me.
again,
ever.
bro. There's no
I've been
way.
Well,
trying.
they just unloaded a contract, so they could be looking around.
Yeah, they're definitely they got an open spot for sure.
Anyone getting the new COD tonight before we wrap up?
Are you
Royal.
downloaded, brother?
Me and Royal downloaded that
Heard
shit.
Jeff's Master Prestige.
How much is it?
I don't know, probably like
$70. It's probably gonna be the same shit. And
Probably a half a unit.
It's actually crazy how expensive. Did you guys actually get it?
Yeah,
I got it.
This is what's gonna happen, bro.
Man,
You're gonna download it. We're gonna play it for 3 weeks. You're gonna have one good game. They're gonna put you against Scump and fucking Face Pomage, and then
Yeah.
you're signing off.
Really, the skill-based matchmaking just ruined it.
Yeah,
It's
you got
free on
holding
Game
left
Pass.
push, holding right flank, holding left
Dude,
alley. Like
zombies,
brother,
though?
just trying to
Zombies
fucking
is fun.
Scope, my dude.
Zombies is worth at
Oh, it's
least like
free on
24
Game
hours
Pass.
of fun.
I gotta download it right now. I'm literally home for like the first time in a minute right now.
Batgirls, you're a Bulls fan, brother.
You look like
Get
you're a
with-
gremlin.
You weren't even alive to enjoy the Jordan era. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, I don't have Game Pass anymore.
Chat,
So
chat, please do me a favor. Go to Adam's Twitter, drop him a follow.
Please.
Please. He gave us an hour and a half of his time. No,
Please.
This dude knows what he's
Please.
talking-
I have nothing.
This dude knows what he's talking about. Show love to his card. Show love to Royals card. Drop a like on my card too. Why not? You know, drop a card.
Show the love. Show the love. I found another prop before we leave.
Yeah.
Tyus Jones over 1.5 threes tonight.
Did we
Ooh,
not
I'm in.
cash last
I
night?
don't
I used to target the Lakers for 3-point shooting all the time last year. I kind of liked that spot.
That is
so,
true.
It's
I'm
a
so down with that.
he went under last game. He still had decent volume. Don't sleep on it for the late night piece.
I'm telling that. I don't even need a sell job for Tyus. That's my dog.
He doesn't know you, bro.
Nah, we're close, bro. Don't worry.
That's my dog.
We DM all the time.
Yeah.
Think I'm lying?
All right, well, let's
Why do you
wrap
think I
shit
like
up.
his brother Trey Jones so much? Because we're close. We're boys. Friends with the Joneses.
Sure.
Friend of the
thanks
program.
Thanks again, Adam, for coming through, boys.
Appreciate you guys having me, man. For real.
Yeah.
We'll do it again. For we could do some football. We could do whatever, man. I do all sports.
Hit me up. Let's plan a time we can get on playback and we can like all tweet it out and like get a bunch of people in there and get your room up, and get some numbers. I know you're trying to hit 500 there, right?
Yeah, man, that'd be awesome. Yeah, we'll talk about it on Tuesdays. I don't know if you guys play poker, but we do poker on Tuesdays now. Trent's addicted. He comes every Tuesday and plays with us. So he donates his $100 each time. It's nice.
How do you guys play? Through Discord or some shit?
No, so there's a poker now. So what I do is I put it on the desktop and I'll stream it, and then I play on my phone. That way no one can see our cards, and then it'll just be on screen. So you can just see like how the game's going. But yeah, we're streaming NBA almost every day, and the playback's super fun, man. So I'd love to have you guys come up and hang out on stage, and we'll just vibe out.
Yeah, dude, I'll definitely show you love over there.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, dude, loved having you on. You got a lot of knowledge. We're definitely gonna plan some more streams for you to come on if you want to. So
100%.
Let me know, dude.
Love it, man. All right,
cool. All
cheers,
right,
y'all.
Chat,
Peace.
show him love. Make sure you guys follow him. All right. All right, let's get a song to fucking cap us out, huh? Maybe a little.
Caliban.
I think you know what you owe us.
Big dubs, that's on.
Jeff, you know what you owe us. I think everyone will forgive you if he gets 30.
They already forgive me, bro.
Come
Oh,
on, Jeff.
you're in the wrong dance.
Come on, Jeff.
He's
Come on, Jeff.
know that we don't play with it. Big 38 go hawk 'em. 2 shreds, saucing.
Get him on the big screen.
Hit him up if he team locking.
Like grainy ass cam.
Hands up the way when I'm walking.
Back up.
I bet I send them to heaven. They take advantage if you learn. Blue dot, stalking. I like my one ops blue. K with it. Cause I got some black ops too. Walk out.
Walk in.
What the fuck is all the truth?
All right, chat. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thanks, chat.
We bring the boom.
These boys.
Okay. All right.
We bring the boom.
Yeah.
We bring the boom to you. We bring the boom. We bring the boom to everyone. We bring the boom.
Bring it, chat. Bring it, chat. Come on. Get the booms. Get some.
FYP.
We'll be bringing the boom around the quarter past 3.
Bring the boom so loud the whole earth shakes.
With double trunk chocolate cookies.
And chicken bakes. Biceps and triceps. Bring the boom that everybody deserves.
And we call him Big Justice, cause that's what he serves.
We bring the happiness and laughter when we enter the room. And we're changing up the world with the boom or doom.
We bring the boom. That's what we do. We bring the
We bring the boom.
We bring the boom to you. We bring the boom.
Oh my God, Zach.
All right,
Boom to everyone. We bring the boom.
All right, turn this shit off.
bro. My fucking window's open. If anyone saw me doing this shit, I gotta go. All right.